In other news that we're tracking today, a 24-year-old man from Andhra Pradesh's Kurnool district has sought President Ramnath Kovind's permission for death through mercy killing as he was unable to bear the trauma of a sexual abuse victim. In his letter, a copy of which was also sent to the Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister N. Chandrababu Naidu, the youth said that he was hoping that the situation would change, but it was not so. So let me go across to my colleague Paul Ooman, who's tracking this story for us. Paul, now this is a heart-rending story of a 24-year-old asking the president to approve his death in a way. What does that letter or appeal say really, Paul?
Well, Afrida, we have accessed a copy of this particular letter. In fact, this letter was written by 24-year-old Vishnu Teja. If I can show you the letter, it is addressed to the Honorable President of India and it says, request your permission to grant me euthanasia. He goes on to say that I am a survivor of child sexual abuse and a social activist. Also, he goes on to say down below that the current state of affairs all over the country remains in deep dismay as countless young boys are getting raped and abused almost every single day, many of whom go unreported, unlike girls, due to the delusion of the society that a male child can never be vulnerable in a patriarchal system. Very important point being raised here by Vishnu, yes, because time and again as media we highlight a lot of incidents, be it a girl or a boy, it is really sad if a rape happens in the country, but right, Vishnu is trying to point out that the rape of boys is often, very often goes unnoticed, and that is why he is requesting for euthanasia, is asking for permission to commit suicide, trying to convey a larger message that the society or the government is not doing much to help victims of child sexual abuse, and it's high time that they take note of this particular incident.
Yes, and a very interesting point that you raised, something that we in the media of course must highlight, that there is abuse of both the genders. Boys also face sexual abuse, and this 24-year-old has highlighted it so well, talking about the fact that it is assumed that in a patriarchal society men are not vulnerable. So it's an eye-opener in that sense. Paul, also a copy of this has gone to Chandrababu Naidu. Any response from that, and any response from any of the authorities on his plight and what he has gone through?
Well, Afrida, if you see carefully, the letter is dated 10th July. It's almost been a week since he has written this letter. And like you said, a copy has been sent to Chandrababu Naidu, the Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh. But I spoke to Vishnu some time back. He was telling me he hasn't received a reply from either the President's office nor the Chief Minister's office. Okay. He's hoping that he will get a reply. Like I said, the larger message is not about mercy killing, but it is about sending across a strong message saying that nothing is being done for child sexual abuse victims.
Right, and the fact remains that euthanasia is not legal in this country as of now, so that would of course have to wait for some other solution or some other redressal of its grievances. Thanks for joining us, Paul, with your inputs on this.